All right, everybody, welcome back to One Thing for Certain. As always, I'm LA.
I'm Hollis.
So, I guess I'll start off, man. How was your 4th?
Man, it's a great holiday. Spent some time with some family, ate a little food, so good time. How was yours?
Working. I ain't gonna lie, man. I was working pretty much the entire time, man.
Okay.
So it's all good. It happens. You know, it's the business I'm in. So hey, so look, want to begin first of all with I don't know what it was about the last video we did, but you guys apparently the guy whose girlfriend wanted him to quit his job. You guys really liked that video. It's almost to 3,000 views already. And speaking of that, his girlfriend messaged me, by the way. And I want to clear up some things here. Number one, I did not call you crazy. I said the fact that you want him to quit his job was crazy. And I stand by that. So,
absolutely.
All due respect, I appreciate you reaching out to me, defending yourself. But again, I did not personally call you crazy. I'm not going to insult subscribers like that. I didn't call you crazy. I said the fact that you want your boyfriend to quit his job because somebody flirted with him was crazy, and I still think it's crazy. So
very much so.
But again, I appreciate you reaching out to me. I was shocked. I was like, because I knew who he was because he's a subscriber. But now she's like, yeah, this is the girlfriend. I was like, okay.
She knew by the story, by everything.
And she watched the video.
Gotcha.
Yeah, she said she didn't appreciate me calling her crazy. I was like, well, let me clear this up right now. I didn't call you crazy. You know, and I didn't call her crazy.
Maybe you should. No,
again,
I'm joking. I don't mean that.
Again, I just think that it's crazy what she wanted to do. Again, and anybody else that we've addressed your question or your situation, feel free to reach out. If you don't agree with what we said, by all means reach out. I do not have a problem explaining to you why I feel the way I feel.
And it's just an opinion.
It's just an opinion.
And you can take opinions different ways. So
just so happens,
please reach out for clarification.
You hold the record for helping us get the most views yet, because that was crazy again. So with that being said, special shout out to another new subscriber, Brown Eyes TN. Apparently, I found out the TN stands for Tennessee. Tennessee? Yeah, Brown Eyes Tennessee.
Salute.
So I mean, we got subscribers all over the place now. I'm like, wow, this is crazy. So, so just as usual, wanted to give them a shout out. So tonight got a very, very interesting topic. This subscriber's from Kentucky. Hollis can't wait to get his hands on this one. This question is another doozy. We have a subscriber whose boyfriend asked her to be in an open relationship. He now wants their relationship to be an open relationship. And she is conflicted on whether or not she wants to do it.
Wow.
So, as always, it's on you.
I say that's a personal choice. She has to really decide and think about what she wants and who she is and what she wants her future to look like and make an informed decision. That's something that you can't enter lightly. It's not for the faint of heart. And if she is okay with it, hey, there's nothing wrong. If you like it, I love it. But she really needs to think about what she wants.
I don't put you on the spot here. So that's your answer?
That's in general, that's my answer.
All right. So do you agree with open relationships?
For me, no.
All right.
For me, that's a big no. I'm a very selfish person. So that's a no for me. I don't like to share. I don't like to share my dessert, let alone my significant other. So that's a no.
Yeah, I like what you said, your dessert. Let me tell you, I didn't even dig into this one. The minute she sent the question, I read it. I was like, yeah, I already know where I'm going with this. First of all, my answer is a no.
Okay.
Let me tell you what an open relationship is. That's basically, first of all, in my opinion, I think he's already out there dipping and dabbing. An open relationship is basically him asking you to give him permission to just cheat and continue to do what he's already doing. That's just how I feel about it. An open relationship, as far as I know, unless you're in one of these Hollywood relationships, that stuff don't work. Because like Hollis just said, you want to share your treat, so your dessert. You want to share that with somebody?
No, sir.
Of course not. I think, in my opinion, I think he's already doing it. I just think he's trying to get you to basically just say, hey, sign off on what he's already doing. That's just what I think. Because I'm like that. I'm not sharing. Listen, I was in a relationship once with somebody, and I had this conversation today, as a matter of fact. And I found out about 4 months into the relationship, she was bisexual.
Okay.
Right? That wasn't a deal breaker for me.
Okay.
The problem is, and I know there's going to be a lot of guys out there that's going to be like, man, you crazy. Well, this is the truth. She wanted to bring another girl into a relationship.
Okay.
And I was like, no, I don't want to do that. Now, again, I know some guys out there looking at this probably like, you crazy. She's basically inviting you for a threesome. Oh, yeah, that's just true. But I really liked her. And my thought was, I don't want to share her with anybody, not even another girl.
Absolutely. That's what we do. And I think, correct me if I'm wrong, I think it's a certain level of honor and respect that we have for the woman that we care about, especially if we think it's long term.
Yeah.
That we don't want to, once we cross certain bridges, it changes the dynamic of how we feel or how we look at a person. And I think that's something some men don't want to cross that bridge, because then it's going to change the dynamic of how that relationship is kind of rooted in what it's rooted in.
Well, I'm going to ask her this, and I want I want her to reach out to me and answer this question. Do you, if you decide to go into an open relationship like he's asking you to do you intend to find you somebody to date?
Would he be okay with that?
Yeah, exactly.
Does he mean it a one-way open relationship where he can date who he wants, but then?
And that's what I'm hitting at. Is this going to be a two-way open relationship, or is this going to be you're going to sit at home and be faithful, and he's going to be out there doing what he wants to do because you agreed to an open relationship?
But even why is that a relationship?
It's not a relationship. That's why I say it's a no for me, because it's not a relationship.
If he wants to do what he wants to do, then what other ties do you have to this person? Are y'all living in the same place? Do you have financial ties? Do you have, what other situation brings y'all together as opposed to just hooking up? Why is it a relationship? What brings that together?
And also, I would like to know, why does he want an open relationship? Because there's a reason he wants an open relationship. I don't think he was just sitting there watching the TV and all of a sudden he just looked over and said, hey, let's have an open relationship. No, there's something else going on there.
Polygamy has been on the rise, man.
Listen, you guys with these questions, I'm telling you right now, I'm going to start digging a little bit more. Because some of y'all, I think a lot of y'all are leaving out some things. Because I can't imagine this guy just looked at you and said, hey, let's do an open relationship. There's something else going on there.
Has to be.
Now, again, my opinion is, I think this guy's already in an open relationship. You just don't know about it.
And sometimes people want their cake and eat it too. And maybe he feels that he can possibly get that with her, so that gives him the green light to have her and something else.
I agree. So again, are you intending on doing the same thing he's doing? Because if he's gonna do it and you're not in a relationship, you might as well call it quits right now. That's not a relationship. I'm just gonna be honest with you.
To me, if they're both doing it, then still.
Well, yeah, exactly right.
What's the
If you're both doing it, it's not a relationship either.
Now, let's be honest. Some people have different values. So if some people don't mind, some people like that excitement, and it is what it is. Like you said, your ex-girlfriend, she was bisexual.
Yeah.
And if she has that appetite, suppressing that appetite with one mate might be a deal breaker for her long term. You know, because if she suppresses that desire for a year or two, will it come back?
Well, she did tell me that the guy she dated prior to me was okay with it. But I think she looked at me totally different when I said, no, I didn't want to do that. I think it kind of touched her that, like, wow, he must really like me because he don't want to share me with, you know. Because I'm telling you right now, if you line up 1,000 guys in a row, 999 of them will say, hell yeah, let's do it.
See, I think when it comes to someone they're very serious with, I think most guys are territorial. And they'll go, you know what? I don't want to cross that bridge. But I do think a big percentage would go for that offer. But I think more so. I think it's probably 60-40. 60 would say no. 40 would say, hey, let's go. And I think that's because men, we're territorial. I don't like to share my dessert spoon, let alone the dessert itself. You know what I'm saying?
You killing me with the dessert thing.
Just saying, man. I'm just saying.
No, I understand what you're saying. I just think that she needs to ask herself. First of all, how serious is the relationship? Mm-hmm. And again, I didn't ask these questions this time, but the last couple of questions that have been sent to me, I've asked. I really would like, one, how long have you been in this relationship?
Yes.
2, do you really think it's going to be just one time? Are you planning on doing it yourself? I mean, it's a lot of questions that I would love for you to reach out to me so I can try to, one thing I think we should start doing is having like a follow up to some of these questions.
I agree. I think we need a whole show dedicated to follow up.
And yeah, you're exactly right, because I'm gonna tell you right now, I've had a lot of people asking me about the video we did where the young lady didn't want to pay any bills when she was moving into the guy's house. I've had people like, hey, whatever happened with that?
Oh man, I want to know.
Yeah, I don't know. So I'll tell you what. For the subscribers that have hit me up wanting to know, I'll ask. Because I'm kind of curious now, like, what's going on with that?
That'll be a good one.
Because that's been, about 3 weeks now?
Probably a little more.
Yeah. So, again, I'm going to ask in a way that if you guys send us a question or you send us a situation, be a little more in-depth with what you want to know. Because some of these questions, we can just say yes or no. Like, for instance, on this one, we could have just said, no, I wouldn't do an open relationship. But there's a lot of variables that we don't know.
A lot of variables.
But again, I mean, my major thing would be how long you been with this guy. If y'all just started dating, then that's a red flag already. Like, you just met this guy, he want an open relationship with you.
And that's if you don't agree. And that's if she doesn't want that kind of relationship.
Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, the fact that first of all, she's conflicted.
She's entertaining it.
Yeah.
I think a lot of that comes from there are more, as they say, more eligible women than eligible black men. So that whole dynamic, I think a lot of that polygamy is on the rise for that reason.
I mean, I think once you're committed, I had somebody ask me one time, like, well, what if you're in love with somebody? I said, that's a subject we'll touch on another video. I'm going to let that one go.
No.
Somebody asked that question. That's a good topic. I think me and you kind of touched on that one. If we weren't on camera, we were talking about if you're in a relationship but there's somebody that you love. You remember we talked about that?
Yeah, we did.
I don't know, y'all probably watching this like, what are they talking about? We're not going to touch on it yet. That's a future episode, but I'm going to tell you.
It's coming.
It's coming because it's a very interesting situation. But again, back to the subject that we're talking about now. In my opinion right now, you're conflicted and you're thinking about it. You don't want to do it. That's what I think. You don't want to do it because I'm telling you right now, first of all, it's eating at you for the fact that you even sent the question in and asked us in the first place.
Absolutely.
You know the answer already. Mm-hmm. You don't want to do it. And I'm hoping that me and Hollis has convinced you not to do it. Because it's not a good idea.
Go with your values. You shouldn't have to go against your values to be with someone, even though you may like them. There may be something that connects you to this person. But if you're going against what you think, if you got to think about it that hard, that's a deal breaker.
Yeah, go with your feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Go with your 9 times out of 10, and I think Hollis will agree here. Go with your feeling. Absolutely. You're not going to be wrong.
And think about how you're going to feel a year, 2 years from now. What if you really get serious with this gentleman and he's accustomed to having an open relationship? Old habits die hard.
If you get married, is it still going to be an open relationship? Right now, you're just dating.
Old habits die hard.
Because if you're agreeing to it now, is it going to be any different if you get married?
Mm-hmm.
Is it still going to be an open relationship? Like I said, I don't think you want to do it. I think the fact that you are asking us what do we think, that tells us already. This guy's already out there doing it. And same thing I said on the last video with the guy and the girlfriend. You can have your boyfriend message me. I ain't afraid to tell him. I think he's already out there doing it. I'm not going to be afraid to tell him that. Let him watch the video. He's already out there doing what he wants to do. He just needs you to sign off on it. That's what the open relationship's for.
And if they're already in a relationship, having the conversation, I mean, that's a good sign that they have open communication. Whether she agrees to it or not, at least they're talking about it.
Well, this is how I think. This is how I think that conversation sounds to me when you asking somebody for an open relationship. You're sitting there watching the television, y'all watching a movie, and it's a romantic evening. You look over to your girlfriend and say, "Hey, baby, you mind if I start cheating on you?" Because that's basically what it is. I'm just saying.
I hope it didn't go like that. And if it did, don't consider it.
Hey.
Hopefully they know each other. They've had some dealings. They know they like each other on the surface, and they're thinking about pursuing a relationship. And he's saying, "Hey, this is what I want." Which to me is a good thing. He's presenting it to you. He's not,
Hey,
surprising you with it. At least he's putting it out.
Hey, babe, while you up, can you grab me a bottle of water? Oh yeah, you mind if I start cheating on you? That's how that conversation sounds to me. Like that's crazy to me. So, but no, again, don't do that because, like I said, you're already conflicted. Don't. I don't know you personally. You're a subscriber. Obviously, we got a lot of subscribers. We don't know everybody personally. You sound like a really nice person. You sound like you want to be in a committed relationship. Sounds to me like you probably picked the wrong guy to do this with. Now, if y'all been together for a while, and now all of a sudden he's asking you that still brings up a lot of questions.
Absolutely.
So at the end of the day, it's a resounding no from me and House. It's just a bad idea. You don't want to do it.
Don't do it.
So
get your own dessert.
Exactly.
Keep your dessert.
And be selfish like Hollis.
That's
don't
right.
share.
I don't share. No, can't do it.
Don't share your dessert. Don't share your goodies. So, but yes, with all seriousness, like I said, let him watch this video. He wants to reach out to me. I don't have a problem with it. Like I said, the last subscriber's girlfriend reached out to me and wanted to defend her situation. Maybe he wants to defend himself to me. I'm gonna stand by what I said.
And maybe his stance can be a topic for a show as well.
Hey, he might be able to convince me. Hey, hey, you should do it. I doubt it, but he can try.
I agree.
He can try. It's all good. So so hopefully that helped the subscriber again. The subscriber list grows, the views grows. I think even the likes. I think that last video had almost 200 likes.
Wow.
So again, y'all must have really been on that one about the guy quitting his job. That one was a doozy apparently. So again, keep the comments going. Like I said, we're gonna eventually we got to go live.
I agree.
One of the days we're gonna go live because I've had a bunch of people asking us about going live.
Big, man.
We're gonna go live eventually. Because some of y'all want to just be asking those questions while we're actually on the video. So that's coming. So until the next video, keep hitting the subscribe button, keep hitting the like button, keep sharing the video. Remember, like us on Instagram. And until the next video, peace.
Peace.